The presidential race will look very different a month from now. In January, voters in key early states appear to be making up their minds about party primaries. While President Biden faces no serious challenge on the Democratic side, former President Trump is the overwhelming GOP favorite. But almost every first season presents surprises. And with legal issues plaguing Trump, this time there's an extra volatility added to the mix. As the 2024 campaign gets underway in earnest, here are 5 important January dates. January 4th, critical time in Colorado. The Colorado Supreme Court sent shockwaves through the political world when it ruled in a 4-3 decision on December 19 that Trump was barred from becoming president again under the 14th Amendment. The third section of amendment prohibits people from holding office if they are engaged in rebellion or insurrection. The Colorado court found that Trump did exactly that with his words and actions as he sought to overturn the 2020 election, and specifically regarding Capitol riot on January 6, 2021. However, the court postponed its decision until January 4 for a very special reason. The lawsuit was filed by 6 Republicans and independent voters over a specific question about whether Trump's name should appear in the state's Republican presidential primary. The question is whether the Supreme Court will intervene by then. Many observers expect Supreme Court to overturn the Colorado decision for several reasons. At least Supreme Court has a 63 conservative majority, and 3 of those conservatives were nominated by Trump himself. There are 14th Amendment-based legal challenges against Trump in more than a dozen states. A Supreme Court decision in his favor would render many other challenges moot. A shocking verdict against him or High Court's refusal to take up the case would increase likelihood of chaos. January 10 last before the Congress's discussions are important. Even if Trump isn't on stage. Former United Nations Ambassador Nikki Haley's sharp debate performances, especially in the first 3 events, have been a major catalyst for her rise in the polls. Ron DeSantis for months now has a roughly equal claim to being seen as Trump's chief rival. But debates are even more important when they take place in the days before a contest, when a stellar performance or major misstep will remain fresh in voters' minds. The debate in Des Moines, Iowa, hosted by CNN on January 10, will have big consequences. Trump has stayed away from each of the 4 televised debates so far. And there's no reason to think he'll change his mind for the latest at Drake University either. But this gives his rivals an extremely important chance to file lawsuits against him and each other. Expect a fierce exchange between Haley and DeSantis. Meanwhile, the 2 remaining candidates, former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie and businessman Vivek Ramaswamy, will struggle to survive if they make it onto the stage. January 11 CL